will your support for Donald Trump continue even if he's convicted in Manhattan?
Yeah, this trial is not going to have major political ramifications that a lot of people, I think it may have. When it comes to these issues, people see it more as reality TV at this point. And I don't think it's good that he's going to be in the court, have to be in there probably 3 days a week, for a number of weeks. That takes him off the campaign trail. He'll probably go back on the campaign trail and almost like rehash what's going on. He'll try to victimize it, and that has worked for him.
Well, yeah, you're going to politics, though. I'm asking you about right and wrong. You think you're comfortable with the idea of supporting someone who's convicted of a federal crime as president?
No, I don't think any American is comfortable with any of this. Right now, this is about an election. Right? This is about politics. That's what people are judging this on.
No, this isn't about an election. That isn't what people should be just judging this on. It should be judged, as George Stephanopoulos points out, your complete spinelessness, Governor Sununu of New Hampshire, who got the most votes ever in New Hampshire history for governor. It is about morals. It is about right and wrong, and you don't care. In this clip, you just said...
And I don't think it's good that he's going to be in the court, have to be in there probably 3 days a week, for a number of weeks. That takes him off the campaign trail.
How about you don't think it's good that your nominee for president has committed a bunch of crimes, has no regard for the laws of the nation he wants to run? You seemed to think he was quite a loser just a few months ago when you aggressively went on television over and over again and said how much of a threat he was to our democracy, said how bad he was, how much he loses, how much he makes the Republican Party lose. You don't remember that? I'll jog your memory. Take a look at this.
He doesn't have the fastball. He doesn't have the energy. I think at one of his last rallies, he's talking about Jesus Christ as Speaker of the House and comparing himself to Nelson Mandela. If he's not on the teleprompter, he goes, it's not the same guy. This is the guy that was blaming Nikki Haley for January 6th and couldn't. If he's off the teleprompter, this is not Donald Trump of 2016, guys. So, if he is off the teleprompter, he can barely keep a cogent thought. I mean, that's just fact.
So why'd you flip? Because your predictions of him not getting the nomination are wrong? Because you calling him a loser doesn't matter now that you feel politically homeless because he did get the nomination, because he will be getting it officially soon? Because you don't have the ability as a leader to stand by your ideals, to have any sort of convictions, but rather would like to go where the wind blows? You'd rather have certain policies in place than any sort of rule of law or respect for our Constitution or respect for the laws of this land? Because it's not just a hush money trial about paying off a porn star for an affair, which still is an enormous breaking of laws because you used money that was not your own personal money to do it, among other reasons. But you also are aware the other trials are about much bigger things, like encouraging an insurrection, taking part in an insurrection in this country, the country you were leading at the time, former President Trump. What a despicable sentence that is. And you, Governor Sununu, acknowledge you took part in it. George Stephanopoulos pressed him further in this litany of accusations. Sununu still stands by his man in this new interview.
So just to sum up, you support him for president even if he's convicted in classified documents. You support him for president even though you believe he contributed to an insurrection. You support him for president even though you believe he's lying about the last election. You'd support him for president even if he's convicted in the Manhattan case. I just want to say the answer to that is yes, correct?
Yeah, me and 51% of America.
So that is where we are as a country. We are a country where following the laws, doing your part, humbly serving the people you are running to serve is no longer a value if you support a man who does it only for himself, who has lived every moment of his life only for himself. There are countless examples, but since taxes were due this week, I can give you just this one example. You remember how you had to pay your taxes? Remember how all of us have to pay our taxes? Do you remember how, even though Trump has tried so hard to hide his taxes always, he was forced in the past when trying to get a casino license to show some taxes and it showed he paid no taxes? And Hillary called him out on that during the debate, and Trump said the following.
Maybe he doesn't want the American people, all of you watching tonight, to know that he's paid nothing in federal taxes, because the only years that anybody's ever seen were a couple of years when he had to turn them over to state authorities when he was trying to get a casino license, and they showed he didn't pay any federal income tax. So
that makes me smart.
It makes him smart in his eyes to not pay his fair share. Sure, you can take deductions wherever possible, but to be happy and proud that you paid zero taxes to the nation that you want to serve yet again, it's gross, it's disgusting, it's despicable, and it's not surprising. Why? Because that's where we've fallen as a country. I still hold out hope that come November, this man is not put back in office. I hope that before then he's put into jail, and that shakes some people out of their belief in him, but it might buoy him further in the polls, because people will think he's some sort of martyr for a cause being prosecuted by Joe Biden's deep state, when in fact, of course, course he is not. He's just a guy who commits crimes. And if you want a leader that doesn't have to follow the same standard of law as any other citizen, then good luck to you. Good luck living in your banana republic, fast on its way to being an autocracy that you will never get any sort of voice or say or power back in. I still prefer democracy. I still prefer a government of, by, and for the people. I know it's a quaint, kind of corny idea these days, but it's still important to me. Is it important to you? I'm Ben Gleib for Rebel HQ. You can follow me at Ben Gleib on Instagram for lots more. Even funny stuff sometimes. This one, not particularly funny, for obvious reasons, but other stuff is. Okay, bye.